Hey there, Libra. Thank you for tuning into my channel and welcome to your tarot card reading for September 2023. I am pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what's being highlighted for you this month. Throughout September, Mars, the planet of war, passes through your charming and peaceful sign of Libra, and this reading taps into that energy. Once I lay out the cards, I'll identify their positions, go through their meanings, and do some clarifications. At the end of the reading, I'll close with a message for additional guidance. So feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. Okay, a lot of pentacles here. All right. So here we identify what's right in front of you. You have the Five of Pentacles. Second, we look at what's been holding you back. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Third, we check out the best course of action with the Page of Wands. Fourth, we dive into the heart of the situation. You have Seven of Cups. Then we explore what will motivate you to act. You have the Six of Pentacles. And finally, we reveal the potential outcome with the World. At the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy for this reading, we have the Two of Pentacles. So possibly juggling resources, feeling like there is a lot on your plate, a lot that you've had to kind of account for or accomplish. So you have here this Mary Poppins card. So Libra, it's a sense of like there is a way that you tend to go about things, maybe a little bit perfectionistic. There's nothing wrong with having some order and some constraint when it comes to your life. And this is kind of a sense of like trying to apply those concepts to the magic that's around you, to the potential of limitless possibilities and abundance. So it's almost a sense of practical magic, practicality, and the concept of magic kind of working its way together, possibly dealing with a little bit of a conflict there. And you have the Cosmos. Ascend, I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. So here it's a sense of being more in tune with your intuition, and almost that concept of like beliefs outside of yourself, not just beliefs outside of yourself, the idea of something greater than yourself in the universe and tapping into that. So here with what's at the heart of the situation, the Seven of Cups, this is kind of a lot of maybe goals, ideas, potential fantasies, and things that could be like aspects of that magic, but you just don't know necessarily like how to focus on it and what to do with it. So let's start out here with what's right in front of you, the Five of Pentacles. That is, Pentacles is more about the physical material world. So you understand finances. You understand, practicalities. You don't have money. You do have money. And here, what's right in front of you is a sense of almost feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you need to save. And for some of you, you probably have been needing to save. And what's holding you back with the Seven of Pentacles feels like you've already invested in something, or you're hoping that something would pan out faster than it had been. So it could be that you are really dealing with trying to make decisions, trying to be practical, and it's been a bit difficult to weave, magic and positivity into your life recently. So let's take a look in the Five of Pentacles. You have here the Moon. So a sense of trusting your intuition has been scary. Trusting that everything will be okay has been a little bit difficult for you. Feeling that things are going to get better, or seeing, you just knowing knowing everything will work out okay has been difficult. Perhaps you have been thinking about like woulda, coulda, shoulda, looking at the like worst case scenario. Not because you're trying to be a Debbie Downer, but because you're trying to make sure that you have enough for yourself and for others that you care about. You're trying to be 2 steps ahead, but it seems like you are feeling more than 2 steps behind. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles and what's been holding you back. You have here the Wheel of Fortune. So in terms of like what you've been investing in, it's going to be turning for the better. It's almost as if you have whatever you've invested in, as long as you've invested in yourself in the process, that it's something that you truly want to put effort in, and it's not something like something that someone told you could make money off of, and so you're get rich quick scheme, or putting in hard work for something that you don't really even care about. But it seems like it's almost like meant to be. It's almost meant to test you and test what you truly want and what you can truly accomplish. So here, the best course of action with this Page of Wands is to just focus more on your independent energy. Tap into that, the energy of Mars, that action-oriented, confident, instinctive planet of Mars. And, be a little bit selfish, and see kind of like, what is it that you're gravitating towards? What is it that you really find yourself staying up at night searching on the internet, or trying to find on YouTube? What is it that you find yourself really wanting to excel in? We have the Six of Wands. So to a certain degree, also finding your community of people who are into that whatever it is that you're interested in. I know that my husband and I have recently been going to estate sales and finding antiques and finding uranium glass that lights up under black light, and we just geek out over that. But we need to find a community that also geeks out over estate sales, antiques, and uranium glass. So that's kind of a sense of what's going on there. The heart of the situation with the Seven of Cups, it's a sense of like you have a lot of interest, you have a lot of potentials, you can do a lot of things, you're capable. And to a certain degree, it starts just becoming like more pursuing that potential path in daydreaming as opposed to actually taking action. So let's take a look at Seven of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles again. So it's almost a sense of you having a fear of making a choice and going after what you're interested in, because in the end, it's a sense of like, oh, that was a waste anyway. But if you're not actually putting yourself through the motions, like going through the motions, and it's just thought exercise, then it's just daydreaming. So here, what's going to motivate you to act with the Six of Pentacles is kind of the sense of like what you're investing in, what you're investing your money in, what are you investing your time in. Because basically, it's almost as if you can get by. Like, even though you don't necessarily see the path ahead, when you put in effort to do whatever the task is, you will find a way to get it done. It might not be the prettiest thing. It might not be something that you're super duper proud of, but you get it done. And to some extent, you might be aiming for that perfection. And so that's why it's not the best thing ever, a little bit of procrastination, but it's almost procrastination to the point of like you're procrastinating because it can't be perfect in your mind, or you don't think it could come out perfect, so it just doesn't get done. But this Six of Pentacles of what will motivate you to act is possibly getting paid to do something. So if you've been doing something or asking, not just getting paid, asking for something in return. Like if you're going to take up someone's time to do things, or they're taking up your time, then asking for money for it. Asking for your fair share. Getting someone to contribute into it, and then recognizing that in order for someone to contribute into it, you have to contribute more of yourself into it. So let's clarify this. We have here the Strength card. So to me, it's a sense of accepting that you have perfectionistic tendencies, that sometimes you know what you want and sometimes you don't, and that there's indecision, but that at some point you're going to have to recognize that you need to make money. People are wanting money from you. There's things you want to buy. There's a way that you need to kind of get the bills paid almost. And so it's not seeming that you absolutely have to like you're out on the streets. It's not, except for the Five Pentacles, but that seems like more of your fears than the reality of it. And for the ones that like are actually having financial struggles, it seems like you are finding ways to like stretch your funds to make ends meet. So if you're tired of kind of either doing the same thing or like not sure when things are going to change, it almost has to do with making the change, taking that action, doing the action and not just thinking about the thoughts, actually implementing practicality into this potential plan. And this, I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. It's almost like you need to do the actions and not just think through things or just research things or ask other people about it. You have to move through it and do it yourself in order to expand your awareness. But the outcome here is the world. You are going to gain that experience and that knowledge, and you are going to get that success. And it's almost as if you knew that you could, but you were just afraid to take that action, or found reasons or other conflicting other excuses not to follow through. And here we have the 8 of Cups. So actually recognizing that your fulfillment takes you, requires you to leave this pond of 7 of Cups and well, maybe there's 8 cups now. Go up that hill, actually take some action, move, and kind of, what's the word? Be physical about the things that you've envisioned or thought about and make that magic a reality. So, Libra, I'm going to close off with a guiding message. It says, love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. So, to me, I feel like you have perfected this love where you are, and that concept of connecting your heart to your head, that's pretty much like that Queen of Swords energy, which is associated with the sign of Libra in my mind. It's kind of like the court card version of the Justice card. So even if you're still wondering if you should be where you are, this is more about you, more about recognizing how you tend to deal with challenges, with asking you, like, Libra, what is it that you truly want? What is it that you truly desire? And not really coming up with an answer because you feel like, well, there's this answer, but then there's also this. It's almost like that indecision, but indecision about how to work with the magic that is really surrounding you and ready for you to tap into it. You just have to decide and take action. And wherever that leads, whatever resources you invest in or whatever resources are invested in you, it'll show you, it'll teach you more of which cup you want to grab. So, Libra, I hope that this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.